aren't you working on the walls yet? Well, you got an idea? You got a plan? I'm not sure. You're just having such a good time in here. There's so much more you could be doing. We're in this together. All right, let's get it together. What are you waiting for? We can do this. Good job. I like what I see. Working and doing it the best I can. You just gotta do something here. So pick up this cable, get up there. Let's do this. Hey there. Let's get working on my Lego room office. Time to get wired up. Well, I've got all these toys here that I want to get up into and display on shelving. And I'm just stuck in this mode right now. There is going to be a leap forward. Something's got to motivate me to jump forward. There have been a few days where I've thrown the tool bags on and started looking at some of the things. Very simple to get one side going, just a whole brand new project on the other. I have the materials, it's just the will, and maybe it's just the weather. So once spring comes around, I'll just slowly get into this. I shouldn't be rushed to get this done. Really, if I wanted to get this done overnight, I would probably call somebody out here and a contractor would see this through. But, you know, I don't need that. I have the ability to get it done myself, I think, so why not? I'm enjoying making these videos and pumping out content, and this is just so great. We'll just see what happens as the year moves on. Let's get some cables going. Stop talking all the time. What are you doing? Get to work. Why don't you just get down there on your hands and knees and run this cable about 18 feet? That's what you need to do instead of just talking all the time. On my nerves a little bit, and you're testing my patience. Let's get with it. Let's do this. All right, cool. I have enough slack going down to the computers. Now we're just gonna get this spool up there, and it's gonna tie into the switch and the router. So here we go. Easy. Second one, I've lost my 10 rings though. I no longer have the legend of the 10 rings. It was 5, now it's none. Here we go. That was an unworthy left-handed attempt. You should be banished for your insolence. Let's try that again. Okay, this old funky Cat 5e. I do have a solid 1 gigabit connection when I use this thing, but the length of the cable, it is pretty long. So it does play a factor. You can't go over 300 feet or so with these cables anyway. So let's just get a nice new cable. And I just got an extra one because I was already gonna buy one anyway. We're recabling this puppy. Soon it'll be cabled in the wall here. And I will be running my cables that are really good for underground, but I will be putting those cables here in the wall. And then whatever's along this embankment as far as computers will be able to tie into this area over here. So I'll have sort of a power hub. I'm actually gonna have 2 separate power circuits over here and then 1 data. But that's what's happening. If it ever happens, you're just gonna sit around here and play around with your computers and have fun making videos, building Lego. If that's all you're gonna do, that's all you're gonna do. Why don't you step it up a little? We'll turn up the fire, turn up the heat. We'll build this Lego room office immediately. Good thing you're here, because I don't know if I could do this without you. And that is for certain. Really appreciate it. What's up? And up here we have this crazy little configuration. We have some hubs and routers and everything else. Switches, there's an Apple TV, there are data cables and other things. This is where I'm hooking into. So I'm gonna get 2 cables up into this switch, which will connect me right back up into the network, which connects me into a whole bunch of goodies up there. And you know it. You know I got my Starlink. I'm connected now. I got some speeds going on. That is exactly why I can stream. I gotta get my stream going. I gotta get things going on. Yes, I see it happening now. Gotta get this place together. Can't just wait around for it to happen. It's gonna happen on its own. What are you just gonna wish it to be? Just pulled in so many directions. Your focus is all over the place. Maybe you need to stay in one place and keep your focus, but you have to produce content. You're a content producer. You can't stop. Why streaming? Why do I just think I have the desire to do this kind of thing with all the technology that I have. So putting multiple cameras together in one place and putting on a live performance seems to be what I might be good at, and handling, you know, catches on the fly, meaning questions in chat. So I'd love to get together with my fans and anyone who wants to ask questions, and you know, all while building awesome Lego sets, of course, and maybe discussing the stuff of the times. I would love that. It's fun. So I've got everything plugged in here, and unfortunately, a while back, actually not too long ago, a few weeks back, I lost my SFP plus port right there. You can see that in the middle, this turquoise wire there. That is a fiber optic cable that runs from here all the way up to the house. And I had a solid backbone between the two. Now I have a lot of redundancies on the property, so I did run extra Ethernet underground everywhere, but I just recently had an outage with this cable. I don't know what caused it, just all of a sudden out of the blue. And it has consumed quite a bit of my time because I love IT work and testing things like this. So it's been fun, but unfortunately I don't have my solid backbone, my 40 gigabit per second connection. Well, it's nice up here in the loft, as I call it. You know, it's just a box mountain up here. And boxes from long ago. You know, old Bessie here, the 150-foot Cat 5e cable. Time to put old Bessie out to pasture. You know, get it together. Time to put old Bessie out there out to pasture. Pasture. I think it's time to put old Bessie out to pasture. You know what I'm saying? You know, this morning I was feeling this. I was just like, yeah, gonna work out today. It's gonna feel great. Now I'm in here and I'm actually doing it. It sucks. I don't like it. Just gotta power through. It's the only way. Just power through, get past it. I actually have a lot more energy lately. There's no doubt about it. No denial. It's good for me. It's the right thing to do. I mean, you're not able to do the right thing all the time, huh? Do the right thing. Stop messing around. Keep pedaling. Turn up the heat. That's right. Never stop. Keep going. There's only one way out of this. Struggle is the only way to hardness. Hard times create strong men. Easy times create weak men. All right, just gonna move on now. Thanks. All right, it's cool, dude. 4.5 more minutes. That's it. That's all you had to do, you know? You're pushing through. You know, you do it when you do it, which is a lot. I only take days off really if I've earned it or if I've done this 3 days in a row. The other thing is if I'm mowing the property and I spend an entire day mowing, I don't have to ride the bike. Thank God. Whew. All right, well, this has been fun. I really enjoy this type of lifestyle a lot. This is what I love to do with 25 minutes of my mornings. I don't talk negatively about it because you all know deep down that this is the only way to get things done. You gotta push forward, push ahead, and don't give up. Your will and your drive will bring you success as long as you keep pushing. Don't let it take hold of you. Don't stop what you're doing. What's happening? So I've done this at least 3 times where I've tried to jumpstart the project and I've just kind of done a little bit and then fallen back to editing video and shooting video and enjoying everything down here. It's time to get pushing again on what we see here. Moving forward, I just need to get electrical outlets and a couple of data outlets put in. So when you do this, you have to commit to what you're gonna do. So this is forever now, unless you do some sort of remodel modification. So I'm committing to this area here being possibly actually a place to build. This might be a cozy little place where I can turn and go to my brick wall on this side and turn back to a beautiful countertop of some kind, or just table. Anyway, some sort of nice table that's good for building on, possibly even just poly. But this is going to be possibly a really nice place to focus in back here. and have my outlets here at the 4-foot level. Now over here, I'm going to make a change because this over here is sort of my feature wall. This is behind the computers. This is where everything's gonna be displayed, and these are no good. I'm gonna push these outlets all the way down. I still need outlets. Outlets are so important for shooting video in various corners of the room. You just want to be able to plug in. So if that can happen, that'd be great. So more outlets, the better for me. Every 4 feet, I'm just gonna lower them down to about the 18-inch level to be out of sight. And that is pretty important for me. And it might happen over here. This is also a feature wall. So these as well might move down. We'll see. I'm also gonna put some outlets up high. And then that should wrap it up. So I gotta get the wiring in. Once the wiring is in, I can put the insulation in the walls and then cover it. So it's not gonna take that much longer. I'm just in this thought phase where it's like, oh, am I sure I wanna do this? Am I sure I wanna do that? Get it done. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I have my data cables here down low where you can see the wooden beams right there. That's the whole artery that heads all the way down to the computer area in the studio. So it's gonna rock. I'm not gonna have an issue with power, and I'm not gonna have an issue sending data quickly through the cabling that's gonna be wrapped around the room, which will also go all the way down there. So I gotta run some cabling. Whew, that's the thing. Yeah, you kind of forget about all this, don't you? Gotta run cabling all the way down here. Would you forget? Did you forget? Yeah, we'll see about all that forgetfulness. We do one thing at a time. Stop doing all these things at once. It ain't gonna work. Focus on what you're doing and move forward, okay? This task is gonna be run cabling to here. Get it done and out of the way. If you don't, this project will never move forward. Okay, let's get this done. I really have like 15 outlets to put in, so I think this is gonna be fast, but it just really is what it is. I just gotta commit. I just gotta go and do this thing. What am I waiting for? What are you doing with the camera? Maybe the camera's gonna give me the motivation? Should I move forward because I'm performing now? I can do this. All right, I can do this. Let's get started. Let's run some wiring. Let's run some cabling throughout this building so that I can be done, okay? You gotta get your data cable over there. You're gonna be working on Wi-Fi through the building, and it's just gonna be not what you want in the future. Do it right, okay? It's gotta be wired. Need a hard connection. All right, let's get on this. What else are you gonna do? It's really fun. I wanna be done. I called my contractor the other day who helped me with my house, and he's now no longer really doing contract work. He's got a nice plush job. Very happy for him, very happy for him. I was sort of thinking that I could fall back if this ever dragged on as it has. So he is unavailable, and I now have to get this done. I just gotta keep stepping this forward, so do it. Keep stalling. You've got a lot of work to do. Think this is gonna get done just by staring at it? Do you like this as your backdrop, as you're filming yourself? No. Anyway, push it forward. No more delay. What does it take to get you motivated? I think we need a serious realignment of your values. It's time to focus. There's only one way out of this. It's to get it done. What, are you gonna be in a half-built state forever? No, you gotta get this thing rolling. I know you like doing other things. I know you like editing video, and I know that you like enjoying new technologies, figuring out new ways of doing things. That's what you love, but you're not done yet. So get done in here, then it'll be cool. Then you'll be able to do all that stuff. All right, get it done. All right, well, here's the situation. This is sort of a hub where everything comes in. Strange that it's up here on the upper floor, but really it's out of the way and it's exactly where I want it. I didn't want it down below, taking up any type of real estate down on my first floor. So up here, you know, above the washroom, we have a lot of main cables coming in, providing internet and distributing it from here. So there's a lot of things. There's even an HDMI cable that's pulling off of this Apple TV and a few other things. And we have just a, you know, something distributing Wi-Fi down here. So everything's working out well. And so this is where I will be plumbing all the Ethernet cable back to. So there'll be an outlet box somewhere here once the wall gets put in. And of course, it's gonna be fun working over here, you know, while this is all happening, but we'll make it happen. Anyway, wow. So crazy what I haven't even considered what I'm gonna have to do coming up. This is gonna be a fun project here. Got to move forward with these walls. Got to get walls all over this building. This building needs to definitely be better against the elements. There's no doubt about that. It already is a sound structure and a good shell. Temperature, we want to make sure that is more steady. And then we want to make sure that these walls can support at least a moderate load that's put on them. Moderate. They're going to be acting as a housing for the insulation, and then they'll get their wall cover. All right, we need a refresh here. Welcome to AddShot. We got a lot to do today. Let's get the tool bag. See this thing? Hasn't been used forever. Put it on. Okay, let's get the tool bag on. Let's get something done. What are you laughing at? I just pulled all the Romex staples out of all of these outlets. Oh, looks like there's a couple more on the backside. Great, got to get a couple more. But I'm going to lower these outlets down to the floor level because this is a feature wall. There's no reason there needs to be plugs going right through the middle of it. So I'm going to take care of that right now. We'll lower this thing down and then they'll be set at about a 15-inch level off the ground. Cool. Nice, those came out real good. Okay, so as they should be. The top of the outlet hits 18 inches. It's about 3.5 inches down. Good place for all these. They're out of sight. Before they were right in the middle of the wall. Not happening. There's gonna be some feature stuff here for sure. Well, real nice of you to show up. Where you been all my life? I guess this is going out for them new people. Make sure you hit subscribe. There's a lot of this coming around. All right. Where they should be. And then right now I'm gonna go ahead and turn to this corner. And the other wall here also has outlets that are high. I'm gonna go ahead and take these 3 outlets down. All outlets coming down. Now there will be outlets, like I said, up ahead. I may have mentioned earlier, I'll have outlets higher for a potential to plug in things up at a level up there. I have ladders. I can figure this one out, right? Because I'm going with a whole new wall configuration, I'll just give you a clue that my new walls are 3/4 of an inch and they're not 1/2 inch like the sheetrock. So all these outlets, every outlet I put in has to come out and be set at 3/4 inch or thereabouts. Just setting them out much deeper, kind of like, almost like a maximum. That looks good. How many more of these do I have to do? Probably about 5 more. Yes, and it did take quite a bit to get rolling again on this project, but I did get the tool bags on and I pushed forward. There's all these little intricacies that had to be addressed. I had to take care of these outlet boxes first thing. They just weren't quite right when they were initially installed, so I had to bring them out. I had to adjust where they sat on the wall. It had to be done properly. When I first went about it, I just thought I'd do a standard garage install and just get this thing done, and really it had to be done right. And so the more I was able to think about it and think about the future, envisioning my shelves up on the wall with all my toys and Lego sets and favorite things, I knew that a few adjustments had to be made, but it did delay me. So now I am set, I'm ready, I'm committing, and I'm gonna move forward. And I know what's coming next. It's gonna be the other side of the building. I'm gonna frame it up, I'm gonna get it done right, and I'm gonna find the motivation from somewhere. You know what, if I can help you find the motivation for any one of your projects, let me know if I did so in the comments below. I really appreciate hearing from all of you guys. Remember, always score the ad shot. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There's more to come. Please subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.